I logged in again, full of hope and dread. Server lag hits like a photon to the head. My ship's stuck in warp, my crew's gone rogue, and the bug report's buried under code. Armada's glitched, rewards don't drop, the leaderboard froze at the very top. I tap and I tap, but nothing responds. It's like the devs beamed out and moved on. We send tickets, we beg and plead, but all we get is thanks we'll read. The galaxy's cracked and we're losing grip, but we still grind, we're in too deep. Oh, SDFC, you break my heart. Every patch just tears it apart. You say fixes coming, but they never do. We're stuck in a loop and we blame you. Oh, SDFC, we still play on, even when everything's gone wrong. We're captains of chaos, flying blind in a game that's left us behind. Alliance chat's a therapy zone. We meme the bugs, we cry, we groan. The refinery's stingy, the events are cursed, and the lag hits hardest when you need it worst. I try to upgrade, but the screen went black. Lost my mats, no way to get them back. The dev block says we hear your voice, but all I hear is static noise. We rage, we laugh, we threaten to quit, then log back in, yeah, we're full of it. The stars are broken, the code's a mess, but quitting now, that's just weakness. Oh, SCFC, you break my heart. Every patch just tears it apart. You say fixes coming, but they never do. We're stuck in a loop and we blame you. Oh, SCFC, we still play on, even when everything's gone wrong. We're captains of chaos, flying blind in a game that's left us behind. We dream of balance, a smoother play, of bugs that vanish, not just delay. But until that day, we'll raise our voice in laggy space. We've made our choice. Oh, SCFC, you break my heart, but we've made this mess a work of art. You say fix is coming, but we know the drill. We'll be here grinding against our will. Oh, SCFC, we still play on, even when everything's gone wrong. We're captains of chaos, flying blind in a game that's left us behind. So here's to the broken, the bugged, the betrayed, to the players who stay though the games decay. We're still out here, stars in our eyes, waiting for fixes and watching them die. Out in deep space, late night stream glow, warp engines humming, green skin under tow. Fleet command charts on a cracked hollow screen, undid eyes focus, sharp and keen. The legends know when MJ streams, the numbers grow. Zombie captain never sleeps, grinding galaxies while the universe creeps. From the bridge to the stars he stands, a helmet in one hand, a mic in the other hand. Zombie space captain, rise from the void, brains on cooldown, fleets deployed, booms in the cosmos, never alone, commanding the stars from a streamer's throne. Zombie space captain, fighting the night, wrestling gravity, holding the line, undead legend with a heart of gold, a great father first. Now that's the road. Oh, off-stream bell rings, ding, ding, ding. Wrestling fan when the ropes start to swing. From pile drivers to power bomb lore, he knows every pop, every crowd roar. Stories, heroes and heels, same passion is when a fleet congeals, knows when to sail, knows when to stand. Life's a match, he's got it planned. Where the space is squared circle lights, he shows up ready every fight. Zombie space captain, rise from the void, brains on cooldown, fleets deployed, booms in the cosmos, never alone, commanding the stars from a streamer's throne. Zombie space captain, fighting the night, wrestling gravity, holding the line, undead legend with a heart of gold, a great father first. Now that's the road. Hey, 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 hey. But when the stream fades, screens go black, there's a quieter strength that's got his back. Teaching, guiding, leading with care. Real world hero, always there. No leaderboard tracks, that kind of win. No title bell for where he's been. But every bedtime story told outshines the stars, brighter than gold. Zombie space captain, hear the cheer, fleet command legend, always sincere. Wrestling fan with the father's grace, undead king with a human face. Zombie space captain, this one's true. The greatest title belongs to you. Across the stars or close to home, you wear that crown. MJ had a love. Yeah, 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 alone.
Hey guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome in. I know we're a little earlier than usual. I kind of wanted to get a little bit of a head start because, there's so many good people on right now. I hate to detract or take away from anybody else. Lord knows that is not my goal. How is everybody today? Only if if the hat has nipples. Well, listen. They don't have to have nipples. Come on now. I got Siggy and Rage on the stage with me. And as always, it's open. Lots of things to talk about today. How about that lag? How about what's going on today? Same old for this week, if you will. What do you boys think? Did I lose you
kind
guys?
of agree.
There you
Sorry,
are,
I
Rage.
was muted. Here's the thing, I'm not getting affected by it because my speed on my internet is 1 gigabyte a second.
I
I live in
mean,
a care home.
you live in a what?
I live in a care home, and that care home requires internet 24/7 to do its job. As
Sure.
soon as anything goes down, the BT company are on it in a day. They come around to say what's wrong, and then they say this is wrong. They go to the hub, they fix it, they go home. So
Yeah,
I've
this
got
is more the scoring leg that's going on today.
Yeah, it's really just about scoring. It's not even. I don't know. How do I Rage? You're saying it best. It's just a scoring
It's
lag. It
yeah,
hasn't
if
been
you're
too
killing a
bad.
hostile, it's taken, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour, sometimes more, depending on where
uh,
you're at, what you're doing, to actually register.
that's
Butterpecan,
weird.
why do you keep throwing this same song up? And it is several species of small furry animals gathered together in a cave. Like, bruh. I did fix the music, by the way. I got hit with copyright strike on the past couple of streams and I couldn't figure it out. The VOD track was all screwed up, but it's fixed now. I guess it's been that way since I got the new PC. My bad. It's unique. No other song like it. You're not wrong, but it sounds like a. What? Sorry, that's my phone. It sounds like I don't know, like a wild animal. What's the word? I just don't want to say it. I know what it is. I don't want to say it because I know Butter Pecan's going to clip me. But it's that thing that begins with an O, ends with a Y. But it is unique. You're not wrong, Butter Pecan. So I did a thing. I know I was talking about it the past couple of days. I had over 1 million Officer Depot tokens. Those are now gone. That and my Lorca upgrades alone finished my Chronicle of the Ascendant. I'm in first by a mile. I have some more. I've got about 150,000 still of the depot tokens. So, I mean, I could push further if I needed to. But I'm pretty good right now. I've got about 100 million lead. We'll see what that looks like in the morning. If I'm awake, to be foul. But I'm 5th overall. So, that's real easy to change, though. Whoever wins the last day.
Sorry, do you mind if I see the baby? Is it growing up really fast? Or
Oh, sure. Hold on. It just so happens she's chilling with me, so just a second.
Ah, she. There she is. Hello, little baby.
Yeah, she just hangs out, man. She just hangs out. There was something I wanted to test today, and I know there's not that many of us here, and I don't really have anything I can give away either, at least not yet. But I was going to attempt to run a game of marbles, and I wanted to see if that would work. So, because I'm yet to try it. We've never done that. I did apply for a creator code and all that jazz, but not really the point. I'm trying to load it up now. That was something that I've been meaning to try and haven't got the opportunity to. So if you guys wouldn't mind, I most certainly would like to have a go at it. So, oh wow, that just made all my icons like super small. Jesus. What's going on? Quack Rage says, listen, Rage. This isn't Duck Race. That's Ultra's thing.
Oh,
Okay. That's Ultra's thing. I don't have that here, but I do have. If it's going to show, it might not. Why is it not showing? Boom, there it is. I do have marbles, so we are going to attempt it. If this isn't big enough, I can make the screen bigger. Races are better than marbles. You know, races are pretty fun, but that's also lost in things. Joe on True Green Tea. Marbles is more everybody, not just one. You know, and I don't want to steal, like, CDB has FTO, Lost In, which he built. Lost In has races, Ultravetica has ducks, Mini has ducks. You know, I'll ask Lost In about races, if you want, Butter Pecan, and see if we can't get that going on. But...
we got the Doobie Pass.
Oh, we got the Doobie Pass?
Yeah.
Let me, close that. Continue. I've never done this, so bear with me. Also, I'm one-handed. Butter Pecan, don't ask why. Lots have marbles and ducks. That's true. Races wouldn't be so bad. Again, I'll ask him. I'll see if he minds, because that's something he started. I'm sure he don't. Is there a particular track, or are we just randomizing this up?
Go to the haunted one. Everyone dies.
Oh Lord.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know which one's haunted.
No,
there's so many. Yeah. There's so many. And a lot have no marbles too. That's true. This is my first time ever trying it. So I just wanted to see. I'll tell you what. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hop. See what I did there? And viewer play. All right. Exclamation point play to get your marbles on the board as soon as this loads. There you go. Have at it, you guys. Let's give it a shot, because I'm going to enter too. Again, this is for nothing but bragging rights. I can't give stuff away yet. But I do want to try it and see if it'll work. Oh. Yeah, song request is now playing Stream Elements. Thank you. That's a thing. I'm going to turn that off. apparently MJ wants to
Floyd
play a game of
Vivino
marbles.
asked me,
Okay.
apparently
TTS.
MJ wants to play a game of marbles. Could that be because he has lost all of his? Well, if MJ Hat's feeling a bit scatterbrained,
Do your
it wouldn't be
thing,
the first
Ophelia.
time someone on the internet
Hold on.
misplaced their marbles. Maybe they're just in the mood for a good race. Or perhaps he's just trying to keep up with all those quacks and song requests flying around. Either way, as long as everyone's having fun, that's what counts. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to the holodeck. The bridge is yours.
Oh, well, thanks, Riker. Appreciate the bridge. See what he did there? And let's try this. Let's see if we can't. Yeah, that works. Audio sources. Do I have everybody? Music's not playing. I thought it was coming through. Uh-oh.
I hear
Thought
you.
the- Yeah, but the music's not.
Yeah.
So let me fix.
1
Because it's
minute,
been
bro.
playing. It's been playing the whole time. Yeah, okay, there it is. It should be coming through now. Sorry, guys. Exclamation point play. Get your balls on the board. Again, for nothing, I just wanted to make sure everything works, just in case somebody that can give away battle passes pops in and they're like, hey, give away a pass. Because, you know, Quasel has a habit of doing that. So does Netniv. What do we think for a countdown? 60 seconds? 60 seconds. 60 seconds pushing the button. Get your balls on the board. Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Get your balls on the board. I got to figure out the controls on this, too, because this is new to me. But, uh-oh. Yeah, I think you're already in Rage. I think. But you should, though, Jeff. So, Butter Pecan, I totally listened to that whole track and no one else heard it, by the way. The small animals. Because, you know, that happens. Exclamation point play, 15 seconds. Hey, quit being fussy. You're okay. Nothing to be fussy for. It's nap time and she don't want to go to sleep. Because I was expecting her to be asleep. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, here we go. 1, I think? Yeah. Boom. Let's see. Jeff. Apparently you were in the lead, but now you're not. Because you went all the way up to the top. Jeff, I'm sorry. That sucks. Sig, you're in the lead. How do I... Okay, like this? Like this? Oh, Siggy got stopped. Floyd taken up front. Easy now, easy now, easy now. Hey. Sorry, guys. Floyd still got the lead, though. Followed by Jeff. Here comes Jeff. Jeff and Floyd, neck and neck. Here we go. Bam! Nobody died. Thank goodness. At least not yet. Jeff's got the lead. Let's go up front. Jeff's going down the tube pipe. Meow. This is a wild course. This is an absolutely wild course. Try to keep up here. Oh, who's coming up behind? Sig. Sig's right on Jeff's tail. Floyd coming up third. Everybody's just changing places. And we keep down another whirlpool. Oh, this is going to break people. This is going to break people right here. Oh, and Sig broke from the pack. Got all the way up front. Brother. Yeah, I've got to figure this out. Sig got stopped by the barrier, but can he get through? Negative. The rest of the pack's catching up. Curly bracket effect right through. Rage taking first place, but getting yeeted by Rage. Siggy back up front. Retro. Curly bracket all there neck and neck. This is the one we played on Lube Stream. I recognize it. And Retro Fury for the first dub on the channel. Retro, good job, man. Good job. Again, this is the first time I've ever tried marbles, so it works.
Doing
Everything
so
works.
Well for that yeet.
Yeah, till yeet.
I think I was gonna set a record.
What's up, Dougie? Welcome in. Let me catch up here. Oh, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was close. I'm good luck. Okay. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate the thought, Retro. All right. So that works. So just in case we ever need it, because there may come a day we're set up. We're good to go. It's something I was working on last night after I got off with you guys. I just got offline rather. I had to get it all fixed. So
I've got a question though.
I've got an answer.
So MJ, you know my maintenance ability so that I can get the
Fisty,
the
welcome
point.
in. Yeah. What's going on, guys?
What's a good system?
Keep
what's
talking,
a good system where I can do that?
A big system where you can. I'm confused.
You know the app of the maintenance stable player.
Honestly, I would say the last of the original augment systems. Here, I'll show you on the screen. Probably make things a little bit easier. No, not that. Not that. My Facebook just opened. Ignore that. Y'all can't see it anyway. Right here, Siggy. This yellow augment space, this old augment space. Yarda. There's always a bunch of people camped out there grinding XP. At least there is on my server. So it's a good place if you wanted to go complete your daily for your mantis. That way you can get those strange new world officers.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome in. We just tested something and it worked, but since everybody's here, thank you for the follow, Duder. Appreciate that. Since everybody's here, I guess we'll run another one. Let me get it reopened because I closed it like a dingleberry. We'll do another round of marbles just for shits and giggles because I have nothing I can give away at this current moment. Maybe down the road, Quazel, I'm looking at you. But today, afraid not. Afraid not. So, boom. What's going on, chat? Iron Fisty, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you, bud. Welcome in. I guess I can close your tab now, because, yeah, it says MJ Hat. Thanks. Always got everybody stocked up, so get those microscapes in, too, guys. Quazel wants to play with balls. Listen, Quazel, calm down. Phrasing. Stage is open. If anybody wouldn't come up and have a chat, we can most definitely do that. Give me just a second. Somebody give me a number. First one to give me a number is going to be how many times I hit the random button. Go. 3. Thank you, Quazel. Jeff was 7. We just did 7, Jeff. That didn't work out for nobody. Except Retro. Retro won the last race. Alright, so 1, 2, and 3. Marbles Diner. Okay. Get your balls on the board! ! Play in the chat. Starting now. Now, I'm still new to this whole marble thing. So bear with me, guys. Everybody get your balls in. Get your balls on the board. Somebody remind me to turn that off in Stream Elements, please. Yeah, we're just playing for clout.
Butter P. Cahan asked me, why is MJ always playing with his little gherkin pickle? Oh, yeah, brother. Everybody's got their quirks, you know. MJ's just out there having fun, taking a different route in the wild world of streaming. Maybe it's a lucky charm, or maybe it's just a way to keep things spicy. Whatever it is, the excitement in the ring, the thrill of the game, that's what it's all about. So let them play with whatever they want, because the cream rises to the top. And MJ's got that energy. Yeah.
Thanks, Macho Man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. That was a good one, Butter Pecan. That was a good one. All right, ! Play. Last chance. Get your balls on the board. You've got 60 seconds. Go.
Can I say what I want to know?
Yeah, sorry. TTS was going, Siggy. I apologize.
Yeah, I should watch the stream as well. Right, if you go on Dark Tree Gaming stream just quickly, I'll give you all 1 hour on Microscape. I've got like 7,000 points.
I've got Dark Tree pulled up already. I keep folks pulled up, but I know I shouldn't while I'm streaming, but I do anyway, so don't fuss at me. It's definitely a thing. But guys, 30 seconds on the clock. Exclamation point play if you haven't yet. We're just testing marbles to see if it'll work. Again, nothing to give away here. We're just lubing our balls, if you will. Yeah,
Come on.
Fisty, I thought so. We try to do that for each other, man. That is the whole thing. So, all right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Balls are dropping. Let's wait till people get to the bottom. And let's form Voltron. You're up front. Let's go. Oh, this one's wild looking. Already caught. Man, that's brutal. That's a brutal stop. This one's wild. Look at that. Okay. All right. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm guilty of that too, man. I keep all the windows like tabbed up and whatnot. Jeff Games and Quazel taking the lead. Jeff just boosting, getting out of here, man. And if you guys didn't know, I guess biddies give you special effects. I don't know. You don't have to do that again. Nothing on the line here, so no reason to. But still yet, you can. Jeff's leaving popcorn for everybody? What the fuck was that? Is that your thing? That's actually pretty cool. Wow, this one's wild looking. There's so many unique tracks, and they keep coming up with different stuff, right? We're in the ball bouncer. Quazel back up front, followed by Shivs. Correction, Jeff and Shivs fighting for that second place position. Quazel taking the lead, going down the track. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Everybody's trying to boost. This ain't race, bro. Although we might talk to Lost In. I was telling Butter Pecan we'll talk to Lost In about races. So, because that would be fun too. A variety of things. Quazel. Oh, Quazel, are you dead? No! Look at that save! Brother. Your RNG is ridiculous, Quazel. Absolutely ridiculous. Jeff Games and McShiz coming up behind. And... oh, no. Oh, look at that. Jeff Games gets stopped. Who's it going to be? Quazel. Quazel for the dub. Let's go. Curly Bracket Effect in second. Jeff Games in third. Guys, that's pretty good, man. 18 people? That's not bad. That's not bad. Skills. Yeah, listen. Where we at? Yeah. If I don't, it's same thing. Iron Fisty. It's same thing. I have to keep mutes up. But, I mean, hell with it. I'll just show you. Let me just show you. This is what my browser looks like right now. I've got Dark Tree. I've got that CDBU. I had Atari up, I thought, because he was going out too. Let me I got so many people on here I follow. Atari. Boom. That way we got him too. Awesome. It's always rigged. It's always rigged, guys. Never, ever doubt it. It's always rigged. But that's marbles, so honestly not too bad. Quazel, 2 minutes on the track. Thank you. So that all works just fine, which is what I was hoping for. Siggy, there's your planet in case you missed it. For your venom stings.
Yeah, I haven't unlocked it yet, but never mind.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. So we spent about 1 million officer depot tokens. I'll show you guys where I put my choices in. Because this is where I'm at now. I didn't choose Chakotay. I just got him today. But I had Esri and I had Nog ready to tier up. I don't have the plunder for that yet. Working on that too. But everybody else on this list is somebody I put depot tokens into because I use them on a normal basis. Here, I can make it a little bigger too. That's kind of zoomed out. Luckily, you know, if you don't know about the community mod, that's a thing we can do. So, Jeff says my PC is 12 years old. I can't stream and have others tabbed up too much. Yeah. I mean, Jeff, it's honestly quite a lot, isn't it? My other one was 6, and it ended up blowing up because I had too many people tabbed up, and the video card went out. It's really what happened. So, you know, and then the what's that? I can't remember what the other thing is. The liquid metal. A 1070. Woo! Now the one I used to had was a 1560. This is a 4080. So I'm
I've got
grateful.
I've got a 4060 in mine.
Right on, brother. Maybe it's 4060. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but this is where I've put stuff. Anorex was my go-to. I dumped most of it into him because he is now 1 tier away from being maxed. So that's a thing we're doing. Without a shadow of a doubt. I use him every day. Jules Verne. Hey, buddy. Welcome in. Good to see you, man. How are you doing today? Slacker, what are you talking about, Butter Pecan? Yeah, that's the thing, man. I think, yeah, into Anorex. But now hear me out. I want to max him as quickly as possible, so I pulled both. I've maxed out everything. I'm also working on DeMarco over there. So, I didn't put anything into her today. She's already tier 4. So, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, okay? I can't disagree with this, Butter Pecan. He should have been done, but he's not. So, but I was working on him today. I got me a little more impulse speed, too. That's another thing I was working on, because, you know, officers that get used on a regular basis. Loot, also another thing. And I'm probably just going to max out as many of these as I can. Data gets used on my Reliant all the time. And he's extremely low tier because I'm not a day one player. You know, that's the thing. So where I've come in the past 4 years, I'm happy with. I'm happy with it. Jules, how's that baby of yours, man? I hope all is well. And Quazel, Jules Verne finds you everywhere because you're Quazel. You know, you do
here
appear.
To talk about Baby Jules baby hat stream.
Hey, listen, what's wrong with that, man? Love my kiddos. Love my kiddos. Anorex is okay, but not sure he's really amazing. He's very good enough. Listen, I've been using him for about 6 months since he was tier 1. And he improved my gameplay. So I cannot frown on that shiz. Like, at all. He made things easier for me when we were doing Trash Point. Walk Savic for 70 ISO Cascade. That's not a bad shout, Butter Pecan. I don't think mine's maxed. Dark Tree, thank you for the raid, man. We were just talking about you. Guys, if someone wouldn't care to do shout-outs for me, that would be fantastic. But Dark Tree needs a shout-out. Fisty needs a shout-out. Quazel needs a shout-out. Like, I'm one-handed at the moment. I've got the baby in my arm. I'll show you again. She's just chilling here, hanging out. So, wide awake, too. It's supposed to be nap time. It's supposed to be nap time. That ain't happening. So, just easier to keep her hanging. Thank you, Shiz. Thank you, Butter Pecan. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. I know, right, Jules Verne? I'm so proud. She is very sweet. She is very sweet. But yeah, we were just testing marbles and seeing what was happening. We can test a few more times if you guys want to throughout the stream. I don't know how long I can stay today. I know I'll be on probably till 6 or 7. 6, 7. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Yeah, Jeff Games, you are not wrong. Last night, she was up most of the night. Mama was up most of the night. Banana. Give me a minute, Butter Pecan, and we can fix that. Is Jason not going to stream tonight?
6, 7.
There it is, 6, 7. Appreciate that. Thank you, Rage Star. Appreciate that. I set a new bit goal today, so pay that no mind. We had hit the other one. Thank you for that, by the way. Mod and at. See, the thing is, Butter Pecan, you have to be a mod, and you know what? You take enough clips for the channel. You at 1,000%. You 1,000% should be. Just, you know, behave now. There you go, Quazel, I got you. But yeah, I've been working on my officers today. So many depot tokens to spend. I had over 1 million. And some of these I got naturally. I didn't put nothing into La'an or Boymore, but I did Wesley. I did Tasha. I thought I used Tasha, but maybe it's Worf I use. for my Wesley Reliant crew, because I don't do the Picard Beverly thing. But, either way, good choices. I did put something into Carol, too, because, you know, everything's better with Carol Marcus. Of course, mine's only tier 2, and I need to get her to tier 5. And we're still a good ways away from that. Soon enough, though. Either way, badges are becoming slightly less of a problem for me, thank God. The commands where I'm struggling, and it's not going to show me right now. But I have not very many command badges. So, what tier is PICU? PICU is 4, I believe. Let me double check my numbers and make sure. He is on a ship. What ship is he on? He's right here. He is tier 4, yes. So, I'm working on it. I think I really just need the export credits and a few shards. No, I need several shards still. About 800. But I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. This ain't bad for me. 60-25, I'm happy with that. And again, there's more in here. I could get more. But just where to spend them, I struggle with that. Like, okay, Butter Pecan said something about Savik. I could take Savik a tier today, no problem. I need 17.
That's who I forget to do. Damn it.
So there's another 5 levels on that, you know? Let's see, who else? There was, McCoy is a long way off from his max. So, I'm not going to drop it into Carol. I don't use Scotty, really. There's just so many you use and then you don't use, right? That's part of it. Let's do Savik a level, because I do use Savik. Oh no, I can't do Savik a level right now. Soon! My con's favor is tier 6, I believe, so... Is he good? Like, because I don't have any trouble with Armadas.
Yep. You don't need it for the Armadas.
Maybe I've got his ability confused.
His below deck ability is really nice.
Yeah, well, remind me, because I don't remember.
His below... Let me read it.
Where's he at? He is only tier 5, I know that, or level 5. Or it might be 10. I don't know. Let me do it by group. Here we go. Yeah,
so
he's tier 3.
Enemy shield mitigation up to 40%.
Yeah, and tier 3 it's 20. But he's just not one I use very much, but that's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout at all.
And then throwing him up on above deck for extra loot is pretty nice too.
Yeah, that you see, I don't really struggle with that.
125% extra loot.
Sure, but hold on, now hear me out. I don't really struggle with my Armadas because I use the Symbiosis crew with DeMarco, you know, and with Doc below decks like loots.
You replace DeMarco with Block Scotty, and you get even more loot.
Sure, but I can't one-ship the high rares in G6 space yet, because again the V-Lock she's not built up yet, and even with DeMarco and my Negvar, or I'm sorry, and my Cube, I can't do it just yet. I tried with I think I tried with the Negvar actually. Like I did the warp range things. And it wasn't enough. Now I think I don't know if I can get out there or not without using a specialty ship. Which I could always throw out which my officers are all screwed up too. Hold on. This is where I did an outpost last night. Just a second. Again, guys, the stage is open. If anybody want to come up and have a conversation, you're more than welcome to. We encourage that here, always. Let me put my presets back out because, again, I had Outpost crews running last night. I did a 63 Elite for the first time. Just 'cause. Where is DD? Doc D. Boom. And that would be, yeah, boom. Like I have a system, you know? And who's missing from my cube, brother? Odo. Just had to fix it. Quasel. Give me just a second, buddy. I'll get you up. Let me put Odo on here. Boom, boom. Oh, you've got stage perms, don't you? My bad. Welcome in, Quasel. How you doing, buddy? Q? Uh-oh. I think Q's having mic problems. I've got you turned up and stuff. Yeah, we can't hear you at all. Not sure what's going on. Audio input off or something? This baby went to sleep. I'm going to try to lay her down. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. No, I don't have him muted. He's not muted. I don't know what it is. Because you can hear everybody on the stage evenly. I'm going to try to lay this baby down. Cooperate. Cooperate. Success. 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 I'll take it. Has it been every stream? No, you see, I normally don't have that, but did I lose the entire Discord? Is anybody there? Rage, are you there?
I'm still here.
Okay, you know, it's just Quasel. Quasel, we just can't hear you. I don't know why.
Are you deafened?
I'm not.
No, is he deafened?
I don't know.
Like, did he deafen himself, or?
Oh, he said I know. He's fixing it. He's fixing it.
Okay.
Give him a minute. What tier did that Surge Protector need to be to kill 70? Which Surge Protector? Which Surge Protector? My Surge Protector? My GS31? My Garbage Scow? I don't know. You got to tell me, Voltron. Just the STFC streams. Oh, never mind. I see. I'm catching up on chat. My bad. My bad. Sorry, Voltron.
Oh.
Velox is weak, brother. Mine is. Yeah, now I can hear you. Let's see. Shiz says that's a ship power problem, not a looting problem. Yeah. I did get my relativity, and again, I'll show it on the screen. But I did manage to get the relativity up to 7 billion, tier 12. So I'm okay with that. Everything underneath unlocked. Is it, Shiz, is it strong enough at this point? Quasel, same to you. Is it strong enough at this point that I could add it to my high-end G6 rares and be able to kill him? You think? Because I can get there. Hell, I can get to the... Oh, I can't get to the epic. I'm close. What is it? 1700? I need probably one more tier.
There's always one way to find out. Test it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think I only have the one start, though.
Hi, Quasel.
Go ahead.
Hi, guys. Sorry about that.
Hi, good evening.
Welcome in,
I'm
Siggy.
gonna-
I never used the relativity down there because it wasn't a thing when I went through those times.
No, like, I use my
No.
Minerva.
Like to get all the way out to 68?
Yes. My
How high
Minerva's
is your...
tier 12.
I was going to say, how high is your Minerva? I mean, I guess that's true. My Negvar can get out there to the 69, rather.
Yeah, and then I took the other two, I think are tier 10. And so for me, I found it easier to send out that shit because it already had the resistance, because my GS was not max. It was nowhere close. So for me, it was easier to send that ship out to farm them and
Yeah, I can't.
go from there.
I can't get out there with my disco either. So I could if I. Well, okay. Hold on. Let me fix this
Eviscerator?
because no, my eviscerator's small.
Do you have an alliance member who can eviscerate you out there?
Maybe, but that's kind of the issue. I don't really want to ask Frank to do that. I think I can do the warp range boosts on my Discovery and do it that way. So just a sec. Let's just see. See. Grush.
Doesn't the Borg have that capability too? The warp summon stuff? I'm curious.
Which
No.
The Borg cube.
The cube is just a jump drive if you have.
Yeah,
the
no.
Vengeance can get it, but it's hard.
Yeah.
What the hell?
The Vengeance needs tier 15 to be able to summon ships, and then you need to get the currency for it. So yeah.
Sorry. Just.
No, you're all right. Questions are welcome.
No, don't be sorry. You know, sometimes you don't know everything. I don't know everything either. I know a lot of things, but sometimes I just go and check a sheet. Oh, or check my game, or you know.
Your Vindicator shiz.
Close range. Yep.
I see. I don't think my Vindy's up that high yet. Let me check. But
sorry, just drinking something. My medication.
Tears of the Prophets to tear it up. Tears of the Prophets.
You
Man,
know,
what are you talking about?
If you don't ask questions, you never learn. So ask questions, because somebody will always know more than you. I mean,
that's true. I mean, it doesn't hurt. Chiz, you're welcome to join us, my friend. Just so you know.
Oh no, I thought Quasel knew all.
Well, it's a community thing.
Just about the sheets.
Well, the green sheets in particular. No, it's
how
a
do you
community
like
thing.
the web version of the green sheets?
I actually like the mobile version of the green sheets. It is very nice. I found myself using it for an outpost last night. So, Thank you, Q. And yes, I can get out there with the disco.
Lovely.
But it takes some finagling. Pyramir.
Also,
thank you for the follow.
Sorry, Andrew.
You're fine, Siggy.
So I have maxed out my Botany Bay, and I'm getting the archive stuff for every single day.
Are you?
Lovely.
Good. That'll help you with officer sourcing and transporter patterns. So, like, it's good to have. Let me. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right, and I'm going to use 3 ships, just cause. Or well, we're talking about the Vindicator too. So, see, mine's not that big. This is obviously not the crew I'm going to use. I can tier it up, which is going to screw up my daily, but I don't really care. Because I'll be pulling stuff late tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's not necessarily about how large your Vindicator is. Like, if it can reach it, it should be able to at least hold you for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See,
and then if you send 2 other ships that DPS can overpower it, and depending on how many rounds you go too.
Well, this is not the right slot.
But then the question is, do you get more loot going a step lower and using a loot crew than just trying to kill it with a lot of ships? I would need to look at the tables if there's, because my feeling would be using 1 ship and a loot crew gets you more payout than using 3 ships and no loot crew.
Right.
But McShiz has this for sure more in his mind than me, because he's in that range. And for me, it's been like, I don't know, almost a year ago-ish. Yeah, a little bit less than a year. And back when I used my Enterprise with Slipstream and Crush to do some of the higher stuff, and then I used Max Purification and Cerritos, because, squeezing out every bit of efficiency out of the loop. But, that's not everybody's flavor, I know.
No, not at all. I'm just going to try to do this real quick with 3 ships and see how this works, because they all have loot officers. So
Yeah, I
may as
mean,
well.
part of it becomes trying to figure out optimizing like combat power and looting ability, and with the amount of loot officers available, it's usually better to try and concentrate. Like as Coyle was saying, like it becomes a question of like, is it worthwhile to go for big, or finding where you can just loot hard, especially since they're all in hazard systems, and you know those few extra seconds to wait for multiple ships only just end up adding time that you're in the hazard system.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, granted, for me, like when I first entered into G6, like range was sort of an issue. That was a bigger deciding factor, and I did take a couple test runs with the uncommons, even when people were like, "Oh yeah, you can just go up bigger." Like having already tested with things like the soloing at the Zindi Armadas, but with this, like eventually when you can take it down to just one ship. But right now, even for some of the specialty ships that can be really strong, like it's a pain in the butt to get the Vindy moving along. But once it's far enough along, like you can just send it out and it'll just sit and crank them out. Like especially at the later tiers, like people give it a lot of grief and they're like, well, the GS will do it. And for me, the GS, like I have it locked to where it is till you hit ops66. It can do pretty well, like the uncommons, I think even the rares. But I've seen some folks with the max GS and at the epic, there's a limit. And from what you can see at the picture, even at tier 16, it's starting to crank on those epics.
Yeah, solo too. That's the thing that really catches my attention is I would be all about that. You see, I got so much more loot though doing it that way. So much more loot.
I mean, I don't know if I put the amount of the loot in there. But the funny thing also with the G6 solos is once you can start max pulling all the time, it's pretty like it gets easy to do that for the uncommons. You just have to go out and restock, but you get tons of directives. Yeah. The one choke point is the rares. Like, as long as you're pulling enough on the rare, the epic, it gets easy enough to be able to get the credits to pull the chests off the directives you get. It's just sustaining the rare chests is harder.
Yep. Just to put it in perspective, I'm doing my rares on incursions with a full loot crew that includes a maxed Wrath of Khan Scotty, and then using 5 of 11 and Gwen. So
you see now
there's a lot of loot bonus.
Yeah, well, now that we're talking about 3 ships, sure.
I don't even bother with Gwen on there. I just Torah, 5 of 11, and Wrath of Khan Scotty with a doctor below.
Did I say Gwen? I think I hope I said Dash Torah because I don't need Gwen.
Yeah, I thought I heard Gwen. I could be, maybe I'm wrong.
No, he said Gwen.
I don't know.
I was a little bit confused at first too, but maybe the way he was doing it, he needed the punch. I don't know.
Now, before I did,
no.
It took me a minute to swap a Scotty on mine.
Yeah, well, I mean, the big thing with Scotty is for him to work out, I think it's tier 3 is when he outperforms Synergy for Torah.
Is it?
Yeah, because when he at tier 3, I think is when he goes to 65% loot bonus, and that's the thing. It's like once you have the combat power, then it's just shifting over to more and more loot. So I mean, it reduces some of the effectiveness you get out of the group, but when you reach the point that you're just stomping on the Armada, why not do it that way?
Yep.
Yeah, but what am I losing?
The point I was trying to make is, despite using a Max Scotty and the Dash Torah and 5 of 11, or other way around, Dash Torah as captain, 5 of 11, and him, and having Egimus and having Doc below deck, and using the Exocomp from incursions, I still can't triple pull all Monslang areas. So it's almost impossible to get enough loot bonuses to max pull rares for a full month.
Well, the issue on that is actually not even the credits; it's ops. Once you go, like I think ops65 is the last level where the rare you can sustain the triple pulse.
Yep.
So
And
we're gonna try this. I hate to do it on an epic, but we're gonna try this because I need more loot. Yeah, give me 5 of 11 too. Let me just do that or strength. Because I'm gonna go for loot here on these smaller epics and see. I think I have 2 or 3 starts, so it would be a good time to chain.
What I'd maybe look at is figure out what your highest DPR ship is. Especially if you could do something that is low power, high DPR, increase the damage on that one, go focus the loot on the bigger ships, especially anything that is not as DPR heavy, but has more hit points. That way, it's hopefully taking more damage, but you're amplifying what's winning the armada while boosting the loot, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And maybe change your lower deck.
You don't like the lower deck? I've been finding it to be very good.
I mean, Daysok does nothing for you against those armadas. Which tier is your Odo?
Tier 1. He's small.
Yeah, then get rid of him.
Okay.
I'm sure you can find something better in there, and even if it is using. I don't see a Bedana Torres, for example. You want that hull breach?
Yep, you could add the hull breach. You could add Kim for getting that triple for the.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to do it with one ship.
Okay.
So get all the states.
Okay.
I mean,
then what else I've got is I've got Masad Rael down below for the crit damage, for the crit hit chance, and then
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's okay, but if you're really trying to maximize it with one ship, I'd boost it, and then you don't need her, because if you did the research at least, because if it's boosted with Cerritos and max fortification, then you don't need critical hit chance, because then you're at max normally. If you did the research for it, that is. Or close to, at least.
Yeah, I did. I don't think I can max for it, but I definitely could Cerritos, because I spent my max for it yesterday.
Cerritos brings you a nice little tank more. And Cerritos you have 3 times a day. So for me, kind of using a Cerritos, if it's close, is a no-brainer, because I can do that 3 times a day.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, at least in my case, I just prefer not having it being close.
That makes sense to me. That makes sense to me.
I could focus on boosting it, or I could just blow it out of the water.
Sure.
You're in a different boat. You have a pretty stout account. You know what to focus on. You did all the things, so you don't need it. It's like I'm doing my outposts now with a vengeance, no boost for loot crew, because it doesn't matter, because there is research and stuff. So it always depends where you're at in the journey.
It goes back to my old point of like, well, when you're doing it with a vengeance, vengeance does seem to overperform at outposts, especially.
Yeah, and I can tell you why. It's very easy, because it's bigger. No, it's bigger, and the vengeance has about 7 times compared to and that's my tier 5 vengeance, compared to my max cruncher, has about 7 times the dodge values. So your mitigation against outposts is at max easily, without even looking at it. And then you have about, because we did that comparison yesterday, tier 5 vengeance against max cruncher. Was it like, I think, 50% more hull, 50% more shields, more damage? It's like, the bigger ship.
Let me respond to Butter Pecan right quick in chat. Man, that's not a bad strategy. If I was at the point where I could do the 63s and 66s and make it through the whole thing, I'm almost there. I got the 3rd ship, so I can do that sort of now with the 60s, like easy. But if I do, then, you know, I can single ship the 60s, but the 63s are still a little bit of a challenge because I don't have the G6 ships up to par just yet. Really, the only one I've spent time on is the Negvar. And I think the Velox is tier 3, and it has no below deck right yet. I did use it yesterday, but it was first dead.
But
so.
with your OCC at 40,
Mm-hmm.
and your Negvar is tier 9, right?
9 or 10, yes.
So you've got at least tier 14 on your cube.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get loot the 63, but you can stack them and beat them with those ships in combination. Like that's the approach I've taken. Like, and
that's
the
what
really
I'm saying.
weird thing,
I don't think I can do it with the surveys yet. That strategy, in particular.
Well, that's part of the thing. Like, I know that that's viewed as the only way to do it, but especially with some of the setups, because the thing in my case, and this is where I get really weird, is because of the power comparison between my relativity and my cube and Negvar.
Yeah,
it's not quite a survey approach, but like that ship alone is I think it was the same size as the other two ships put together, so it's getting 50% of the loot already. It's not as much of a difference as the two surveys, but when you can get some of the specialty ships maxed out, it opens up possibilities like that, and those two ships can put in all the work. But the crazy part is the DPR across all three ships at that level is rather comparable. So instead of it being an uneven power distribution, each one is providing a lot of power. Even though
but then if you're using two surveys, you can kind of mitigate a lot of damage needed because you just reduce the damage and can maybe do more damage with your main chip. But yeah, it depends where everybody is.
I think I can. I think I can do this without boosting. So I'm gonna try at least one. It may cost me in the long run. If it does, it's not a big deal. It's just one epic's worth of loot, and I have 3. So.
Sorry, guys, but might ask something. So that thing you've got down your screen is that like a Solar Armada, but in a level R60 op zone?
Yeah.
The G6 solos.
Okay.
And
yeah, I can
regarding the surveys, the survey approach, even if you go full debuff, is 44.8% debuff, right?
It depends on what state officers you need and want to have. So one ship reduces damage by about.
Quazel. I asked a simple question. In the full debuff configuration of them, that was not a this and that.
Yeah, but who would use the full debuff configuration? Normally, you want at least one state officer for hull bridge. That's at least my view on it.
Quazel,
you're correct.
Yes or no, like to a simple question?
Yes, I am, because if it's a question that you wouldn't do because it's pointless to do it that way, it becomes a question, why would you even go full configuration if you have only 3 slots? It's pointless, the question.
No, Quazel, because it's establishing an upper maximum.
I mean, there is a point where you want to be able to punch as high as you can, right? So
part of it is establishing the fact that, like, understanding what the maximum of what you can do is saying something. And part of what I'm trying to express is if you were to ignore the state officers and just starting from the basis of what the debuff crews can max out at, it's under 50%. What gets forgotten about is Shang is actually reducing fire by more than 50% if you went out on firing pattern. And that's what I was trying to get to.
Sure.
But we could go on the whole, it depends, well, if you do this, and if Aquarius is if Saturn is in Aquarius,
yeah, but you know what?
Mars is
that's exactly the point.
There is an RNG factor to it.
There is an RNG, but there's enough ways to get around some of the RNG, and because of some of the things that you can do, people really misunderstand just how powerful he can be and how much reduction he can do. He delayed the shots by more than 50%.
Sure.
And that's part of what I'm getting at.
It's not always that way though, right?
It depends on the situation, and part of it is firing pattern. If I remember correctly, with those hostiles, they fire 3 shots. So on a platform like the Cube, which in enough of the rounds is firing 4 shots, it alternates between 2 weapons firing and 4. But it fires in the last shot, which means you can also delay the first weapon firing. And you can, if you hit weapons by multiple procs, you can delay by more than 1 round.
Right.
And all that then depends how many rounds your fight goes. And
that
it heavily depends on a lot of factors, because then it depends when can you delay the first gun, and that depends on having a cube with a lot of shots, or a relativity, and that's why some use the as in between step the serene squall, because it has 2 guns and two shots, and it's a lot of moving targets.
But one of the first things we can do with a moving target is figure out what we can do to handle one part of it. And if we let all the variables, if we take them and just use them as variable to start with, instead of holding some as constant and understanding when they're constant and then moving from there, then it's just all a jumbled mess. If we occasionally hold for a constant, compare there to understand further, then we can start moving through some of the things shifting around. And I mean,
but the thing is, if you're going to survey route, the first thing you would do is putting hull bridge on a survey ship, because why? That gives you 50% more damage, and you're sacrificing the synergy of 5% multiplied by the 12% from the captain. So you're sacrificing 5.6% damage reduction versus 50% more damage.
Sure.
And then you can crew your main ship, and you can even put Cheng on your main ship as instead of one of the loot officers, and keep 2/3 of loot officers. And that's why I'm saying I'm with you. We can talk about theoretically maxes, but I don't see a scenario where it makes sense to use 2 fully crewed surveys until you have gotten 4 slots on your outpost. And that's why I was talking about stuff that I recommend using, because if you're going about theoretics, people easily get confused and then use that stuff because they don't understand why.
Right.
But
so now we're going into the now.
I'm sorry. What was that, Shiz?
No. I was just saying. Oh, now the rationale varies, because I feel like I'm usually trying to point out why some of the conditionals, why we need to understand what are some of the where this works versus where it doesn't. But now
let me just say this: there are situational things for each strategy we use in this game. I mean, different officers do different things. Situations arise, and you know that better than most. I can kind of see both sides here. I can kind of see.
Well, it's also part of why it's a lot of stepping through because a lot of this, there's an over optimization on one output from outposts. Well, there's actually a few things that vary depending on where people are, especially because for folks that aren't yet at OCC 40, the challenge track now gives a big boost to the components to get there. But even getting to the point where we can worry about what we're doing for the plunder, people need to be in that place where they can have more than just the two shifts in.
Sure.
And I understand now that the thinking on the surveys has evolved past the original aspect, but so much of it was put as, especially at the start of when this is the meta strategy, and it really, like, there's a lot of hybrid that needs to go on with it. Like, as Quazel is even saying, maybe making sure to have state officers in there is really key. Maybe tweaking it around. Maybe, with 3 ships, maybe it's a situation of here's your 2 combat ships. Here's one of the surveys just to give it a little bit of boost from where you're at. And to me, it's kind of funny because, like, I feel like I do a lot to promote and make sure there's the awareness of that as a strategy, but it's also finding, like, what works for the account, what people can tweak around.
Sure.
Because it so often gets looked at as a, well, obviously just go surveys.
Well, I don't think it's that simple. I don't think it's that simple. I don't think anybody is saying that either. I think that there, and forgive me for interrupting, Quazel, I apologize. I think there is a line, like, certain things are going to work better for certain people depending on what they do beforehand and how they crew. And going back to Chang is one of the more prominent OP officers for Outpost because of his ability, because of what he does. And you're 1,000% right. He needs more shots, means more chances to proc. Yes. But using the surveys, it was meant to, okay, well, let's filter loot. That's the whole idea, is let's filter loot.
Yeah, but I think a big part of, like, where it sort of is in that fuzzy area of just how close you have to be to soloing it anyways. I mean, for some folks, even what?
No. You don't need to be close to soloing it, because if you can use 3 ships, let's assume that, you can reduce the damage by and putting a state officer over there by almost 40%.
Sure.
Because you're getting 20 base from the one ship and 15 from the other one, and you're getting 12% bonus from the captain ability, from the side card to improve the captain, and then you are about 39.2%. So that's 40% less damage you're getting, plus you have a guaranteed state slot.
Hey, C, welcome in. And that's versus trying to solo it with 3 officers above deck.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a logic to that.
Huge difference.
But
there's a logic
my
to
question
that.
would be, in that comparison, how even would their combat ships be? Is there a power law effect going on with them, or is it even?
No, that was just if you use 2 surveys with one fully crewed for mitigation, with the one next generation crew and the other one with the cadet crew, and put in Lorca. I mean, we can discuss about needing burning if you're using a battleship. That might shift it a little bit. That depends, though, how much effect does burning for you and where you're at with your account and research and stuff. But in general, just throwing in 1 survey, because if you're having 3 slots, and just throwing in 1, because you can do mix and match, because it never hurts, is reducing your damage by 22%. That means to have a similar effect, you would need to increase your damage by, I don't know, about 25%. Because that's the other way to look at it. If you're preventing half the damage, or you're doing double the damage, leads to the same result in the end. And the problem with Chang is, in theory, you can get to the 50%, but I have almost never seen logs that do that, because we don't get to 100% criticals on Outpost normally, unless you look at buffed situations or something like that. Even if you're using Slipstream and stuff like that, there is an RNG involved. So, and you can use both if you want to, because nobody says, and that's what I'm trying to explain to people, you need to look at what each ship gives you. And does it give you more hit points to survive longer? Or does it give you more damage to kill it quicker? And that's why it's always not easy with me, because there is always it depends. Pick the tools for you.
Yeah, well, what works for one person may not work for the other. That's also true. Depending on tiers and depending on research, like you're saying, artifacts, how much isolating you're doing for your ship. I mean, you're right. There's 1,000 different things that, and this has been what we've been discussing the past few days too. There's 1,000 different things to go into each player's account to where now we are at the point where no two accounts are identical. They just aren't. Maybe in the upper end, sure, but in my area of the game, in particular, I can tell you right now, I feel pretty strong compared to some of my alliance mates, and that's no knock on them.
Mm-hmm.
But there are people that are still hitting in the 50s that are G6, and you know that's a waste to me. I know you guys agree with me, and I've preached against that, but it is what it is. That's what they're going to do, and there's really nothing I can say to them that's going to change it, because that's where they think their limit is. And testing things goes a long way to like push your boundaries, you know. Like I'm at the point I'm almost ready to try a 66 regular outpost. I'm almost ready. I think I can kill it. I don't think I'll live very long. But that's what I feel like my limit is. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it may be
because
higher.
I'm hitting. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, you might be able to kill a higher one, but in the end, and that's the next question is, what kind of loot you want out of the outpost? Some say, oh, I'm doing the 73s because I'm getting more of the loot for the materials and resource chests. Because
Grace
they might
Sabers,
have
welcome
bought
in.
Cisco.
Sorry, go ahead.
And stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's your stream. And we had an lovely discussion about what to use and why to use it. It's fine.
I mean,
no,
that's.
But I'm agreeing with it's pick the tools that work for you. I'm just trying to explain to those that want to understand why you can use as a way for the effect of less damage and adding a state. And you can add, for example, once a way. You don't need to use two. And then you can maybe mix and match and get a little bit bonus out of both.
That's not a bad shout either.
Why not give out 3 to 6 seats for what can be done with one officer? And you know, I always find it a great trade-off to go to 1/3 of the combat power to reduce the damage taken by half.
Yeah. But
that math seems to math pretty hard right there.
All our math's pretty hard, my friend. Like, just really.
Well, no, if combat is
because
going
the reality
straight down
is
Just,
the reality is most people don't have two similar power chips.
no. Most.
That also really depends.
Yep.
Like in situations where the cube and the ship variety that was providing the last tier, the DPR might be on the similar rough order of magnitude, especially with some of the bonuses that have been being given to FKR ships.
Yeah.
So
I think I just heard a Dr. Iron Chef.
That starts moving some of them closer and closer together.
Yeah. I mean, there's okay.
And that,
Go ahead. Don't let me interrupt.
And then add to all of that. Then add to all of that discussion, because I had that with another person via chat today, is how far is your Cisco research for loot? How far did you spend on primes for loot? Because once you've spent on the primes, the consideration of do a fully loot crew ship becomes less important, because you're getting 400% loot bonus without using any loot crew, and then the ship loot bonus is less relevant. So that's why it's so hard. And that I said, okay, look at your loot, look how much you're getting, compare what you could get, and if you don't want to go through all that, that's fine, because it's a lot of numbers and stuff to think about. Try what works for you and what makes you good, makes you feel good. She's just presenting tools and stuff that you can try if you want to do that. You can always go the easy route and punching down, or
CDB, thank you for stopping in and dropping a lurk. I appreciate you, bud. Yeah, there's just so many, like, again, Lube, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. We're talking about outposts. I think this is a good point, actually. Let's pause for just a second, because since we got Lube in, I wouldn't mind running another game of marbles. What do you two think?
Ah, I can mess around again with my exclamation mark play with your music.
Sure. That is something I need to fix. Yes, Lube, look at it. Quasel won the last one. I know. What are we doing? What are we even doing, Quasel? I kind of just left it pulled up. You sound funny for everyone? I don't know about funny, but you are a pretty funny guy. I give you that. You don't sound funny. So, give me just a second here. Yeah, Quasel's, we had 18 people enter that one, so let's random track. I'm just going random here. Guys, get ready to put your balls on the board. Exclamation point play. Get them in.
Yeah. Again, this is play with marbles. Now
this
on
is for
stream.
nothing. This is for nothing. I don't have anything I can give away right now, but definitely welcome to get in, and we're testing this today, making sure it holds up while I'm streaming, just trying to get it working. Well, it could be for all the we could put hat points on the line or something, but I wouldn't even know how to do that. And we've got a Miss Minnie Mabel has just went live. That's good. That's great. It's her typical Friday shenanigans over there, so that is not something that everybody should miss. Quasel always wins, Lube. He always wins, so just be aware of that. Always. Exclamation point play, guys. Let me change the scene. Because, again, I'm testing new things. I'm trying to figure stuff out. And I want to make sure that, we all get to kind of hang out, and we're just goofing off a little bit. Just trying to have some honest conversation, a little good, honest debate, and testing something. Bruh, Quasel. Bro. Just hold on to your hats, because 60 seconds on the clock. Again, exclamation point play. Get your balls on the board. So, I don't know, man. I just listening and being able to just sit and talk and communicate stuff. Oh, wow. Okay, I got something to show, too. There's so much that goes on, and so many different ways that each person can approach things. I definitely think that it's a good topic for debate. I'm not saying one way's right, one way's wrong, because things are right for different people. Thank you for that, Dr. Iron Chef. Give me just a moment, and after this game of marbles, we will get that out there. Just a second, guys. 15 seconds, exclamation point play. And if you don't want to use code MJHat, please use code It's Lube, because he started the marble madness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Balls on the board. Here we go. CDBs looks like might be starting out strong. Dark Tree. This is going to be good. This is going to be a good race. I don't know this track too well. I know Lube has all these tracks that kill people. Like, that's what I keep hearing, is Lube's tracks cause death. All right, right now, Trek Diva's in the lead.
All the people.
Kill all the people. Sorry, my volume's up today. I've got a relative I'm waiting on a call from, so... Yes, my ringtone is my theme song. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Trek Diva seems to be holding her own. Little Miss Minnie's going to be fussy, too. Rage is out in front. All the way catch up. My goodness. Nope. Voltron's took the lead now. Yeah, everything seems to be holding up just fine. Oh, no. Pyramir. Oh, nobody died. Nobody died. As long as nobody's dead. I don't know if you guys know or not, but I die in every one of these races I'm in, so fun stuff. It just happens. Rage out front, who is also on the stage with us, mind you. And again, guys, if you want to join in the conversation, you are more than welcome. ! Discord will get you into the Doobie Den. Find us on the stage and raise your hand. Because we always try to let people come up and speak their mind and say their piece. I am going to have to change a diaper soon. I can smell it. Ugh. Rage, trying to get through these bumps. Oh, he got stopped. He got stopped by the peg twice. CDB's blowing in. CDB with the come from behind victory. Look at that. Look at that. CDB snuck in and got the dub. How do you even do that, CDB? Rage had it like most of the way. Like most of the way. Okay, so it might. We got ads coming up, it looks like, in about 20 minutes, guys. So if you're not subscribed, consider it. Or Twitch Turbo is really good, too. I use that. Because too many streamers. I can't keep up with everything. Goodness.
Yeah, you can.
Goodness. Oh, there's so many of us nowadays.
Oh.
CDB practices a lot with his balls. Thanks, Curly Bracket Effect. Appreciate that. Lube, thank you for the lurk, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so CDB, you won absolutely nothing. You know I love you, man. I'm sorry. You won nothing. We're just playing with it and testing it today. You never know.
That's sad.
You never know when you might need it. There it is. Thank you, Q. But no, there is. There's always so many different... Oh, we're doing all kinds of things. We're doing more than playing with balls. We're actually also playing the game. I know, shocker, right? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That's something we actually do here?
No.
So, I don't know. Q,
Anyway.
Go ahead.
I'll take my leave because it's getting late here, and I need some sleep. You can't, despite people not believing it, but I need my sleep.
Well, I've seen you on all hours of the night, so just saying. I get why people don't think you sleep, but yes, we all sleep at some point. Except me.
Well,
That's
have
why
fun.
Thank you, Q. You have a wonderful night, man.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Goodness, baby's trying to fuss too, and I'm trying to keep her calm. We find it unbelievable when you say you aren't playing with your balls. Well, Butter Pecan, I try. Guys, thank you for the shout out for Quazel. And again, the stage is open. It's always open here in the Doobie Den. We try to get people up so they can express their thoughts and opinions, ask questions, whatever you need to do. We like to just hang out and chill. Plus, we're very 420 friendly and relaxed. At least I am. So, yeah, all kinds of stuff. Mini is going live soon, and I don't want to keep everybody from Mini's stream, so I did say that today was probably going to be shorter than normal, because I got a lot to do this evening. We got SmackDown tonight, and I've got a wrestling review to do. So, I don't know. I don't want to do final thoughts just yet, but we are going to probably next 30 minutes or so right over to Mini. If that's cool with those that are up with me. Dr. Iron Chef, welcome in. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that. Because speaking of Dr. Iron Chef, I have something to show. Because he did. Thank you for that. He did send me something, and I want to share it because there's not a lot of time before it's this weekend actually, and it's probably going to be a little bit off, but bam! Give me just a second. Bam. Guys, Dr. Iron Chef is having his 3-year affiliate celebration. Goodness. And there's going to be some giveaways, which is pretty cool, but that's not why you should go. Chef's trying to get to partner. And we have all been talking. Oh, she didn't do her Windows updates? That's unfortunate. We have been talking about Chef getting to partner for a couple of months now, and I think he's getting close because he's been hitting his numbers, I believe. So, goodness. Somebody's just fussy today. She got gas too. That's a lot of it. Sherlock, thank you for the 3 stream streak. I appreciate it. Guys, make sure you tune into this because this is a big deal. Chef's put everything together for us next-gen content creators. He's paved the way. Him and the Warp Drive 5, they paved the way for us smaller guys to kind of break out onto the scene. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Chef and CDB. Like, Rev, many people have been so supportive. And again, I have to say thank you to that because it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Please go support Chef. Please go support Aloadis. This is a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. That being said, I'll be there for sure, Chef, because, you know, I try to show up to all your streams. And I know you, the weekend streams, the Ohanas, are really, really, really fun. I enjoy every one of those I can get on. So, just because it's a nice time for us to hang out and discuss things and just talk. Same thing we try to do over here. Do I still have the Discord stage with me, or did we lose everybody?
No, it's still around, just was on mute. I was trying to see if I had an Outpost CSV file, but couldn't find one.
That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, I keep enough logs of what I've done. Some of the claims made, I feel like it's very, well, we should consider all the things as long as there's a survey approach, and it just drives me up a wall. Because like I said, like, it works when it works, but it often usually requires a little bit more punch down, which works great if you're in G7.
Sure, but that's what I was getting at. Like, for me, I wouldn't be able to use it properly. You know, because it is a very specific strategy.
Yeah, and I like all the nuance gets lost. The only the main nuance that gets focused on is like, oh, the surveys, and that's why I was a
well,
little.
It's more than that.
Heated. Yeah,
Well,
and it
you're
really
fine.
is. And
You're fine.
yeah.
You know, I
mean, like that's part of why I made the point about like. Yes, most ships will usually have some separation, but if one of those ships being employed is a cube and the other is an SKR, chances are they're more close than folks might give them credit for, especially with how few use cases there really are for the G6.
Thank you for letting us know, Rage.
Yeah, because I mean, like as Rage was pointing out when we were talking about Chang, is like he finds that it works a lot better with his Vengeance than on his cube. And so some of that'll vary. You know, a lot of it goes back to like finding out like what are some of the general things that we can apply and that work, and like do the surveys end up working out in a lot of cases? Yes, but it doesn't mean that there aren't cases where it can end up being awkward.
Let me address Rage in the chat right quick. Rage, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I don't actually wear a headset. I used to. I had an orange one. It had a green piece of tape on it. It was so old. And yeah, Rage is saying trial and error too. I have, and it's not gonna, I have, just earbuds. That way I can hear everything going on and the music playing and all my alerts and all that fun stuff. But they're Bluetooth, and it's just a simple $10 pair of on headphones, and they work fantastic for me. So, it's not for everybody. And guys, the other thing I wanted to mention before I forget while I'm looking at it is that's not the only stream we have this weekend. Later that night, Zero is going ops70. And that's something I'm also going to try to tune in for. That's going to be directly after Mike Night, which will probably start early on Sunday. Probably shooting for 8 for us, and then we'll raid into Zero for his ops70 stream. He even put a flux capacitor on there. I think it's great. Sourcing is not very good, and you guys are both in the chat 1000% right. Goodness. Miss Minnie is being fussy, and no, I don't mean Minnie Mabel. I mean Minnie Hat. She's just not having a good time today. Goodness. I wonder how long she's got left to eat. Hold on, let me check my timer. Ziggy, how long on my timer? Sean Breaks Games, welcome in. Ziggy, how long on my timer?
Your timer has 11 minutes and 55
Oh,
seconds remaining.
It's food time. That's the problem. Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy to help keep you on track.
Listen, I used to call it computer, okay? And then when my computer died and I was saying computer a lot, the wife said, listen, you've either got stop saying that word or you've got to change the name. And we went with Ziggy from Quantum Leap. Yeah, it's fairly good. It's fairly good. Not that Alexas have that many options, because they don't. But still yet. Anyway, I don't know. I don't want to like end just yet, but I guess we kind of need to. I hate to do that because, I know Minnie's going live, but if she's having technical difficulties too. Oh, wow. They're in a bar. They're in NetNiv's bar. Okay. Not sure what's going on over there. And we're on a countdown timer. Okay, that works. That works. We'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'll rate us out. Guys, do you, I know Rage said he took his headphones off. Do you guys have anything else you want to add? Like, any kind of final thought? Because, again, I hate to end so quickly, but it is what it is. No?
Yeah, it happens.
I feel that. I feel that. I know Siggy's still up here with us, too. I guess it's just you and me, Shiz. So, what do you think? Maybe one more game of marbles, then? Just for shits and giggles?
Why not? It's fun for all.
We'll do that. One more game of marbles. This has been good, though. We got to test it today. Everything works. And maybe one day I'll be able to give stuff away. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Woohoo! But today is not that day, my friends. Today is not that day. Let me put us on a random track, and then as soon as this loads, exclamation point play to get your balls in the water, because this is a river track. And there's my high GPU load, so I did something. Exclamation point play. Get your
water.
Yeah, probably. That's probably exactly it. It'll be all right for a minute, though. It'll be all right, as long as I don't make a habit out of it. This track may become a no-no in future. Yeah, exclamation point play. Get your balls on the board. One more game of marbles before we raid out to Minnie Mabel. I don't know, man. Like, I'm pretty proud of what I did with my Officer Depot tokens. I know not everybody agrees with me, but I was trying to do it for officers I use every day. And like Anorax is definitely one of those. That was my top priority, was Anorax. He's on my red killing ship. It's what I want. I'm not a PvP player. I don't really do arenas. Yeah. But
and I mean, part of what I was trying to say is, like, I found Anorax useful for the loops where his captain ability works. From what I've seen, like, he's one of our higher barrier officers, but with barrier, like, it's also one of those things, like, there really isn't quite enough that barrier really tends to make a difference. So, I mean, part of the question would be, like, is it that he's outperforming, or is it just that compared to other, like, there hasn't yet been a find of a better solution, if that makes sense?
Not yet. Not yet.
Because, like, it can be one of the things where, like, sometimes something works just well enough that it prevents finding something that works even better, I guess, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. I mean, that tracks. That does track. We only got, like, 9 people in. Exclamation point play. There's, like, 30 people watching, so. Most of them are probably lurking, but that's fine, too. Again, this is normally Minnie's time slot, and she's struggling with her streamer bot. They're doing streamer bot class over there, it looks like. And then Atari's also live with almost 10. So let's get this going. We do have ads coming up in 6 minutes, just so everybody knows. Wrath of Pecan, exclamation point, play with my balls. Well, listen. What you do in your spare time is your business. I don't judge. Green tea, exclamation point, play. Thank you, Green tea. That gets us up to 10. 10 is better than 9. So, and I'm trying to stress test stuff. So, and this is, we don't have a lot of folks in here, but we got a few. So let's go ahead and we'll do this 10. 60 seconds on the clock. Last chance, exclamation point play. Here we go. This is actually the track I won my fleet commander on. I like this track. Oh, I'm not in. I guess that matters, doesn't it? I mean, it helps if I play too. You know. Bada bing, bada booey. Again, this is for nothing. Because I can't give stuff away just yet. Maybe one of these days, I'll get a magical email that says I can. Fingers crossed. Until then, I don't mind just playing it for shits and giggles. Maybe eventually I can give away some merch too. Just not there yet. Oh, and there went the passy, so somebody's probably about to get fussy on me. Because that happened. Although we're just chilling and hanging out. She likes just hanging out with Daddy. Balls on the board. Here we go. Bam. We're in. Green tea is up front. Can't use the number pad. I tried. Shiz is now up front. And Butter Pecan neck at neck. Rage took off on the left-hand side, though. With the quickness.
No, Rage going ahead.
With the quickness. Max. Yeah, you're right. It is the warmth. That's what it is. Goodness. And wow, we're just drifting along in this river. Shiz. Rage, thank you for the biddies, my friend. I appreciate that. Restarted Kevin's. Shiz and Butter Pecan swap places. Rage still in the lead, though. Coming up. Getting propelled. Look at that. Look at that, Rage. Look at you go. Twice! What RNG? Oh, now you're going backwards. Now you're going backwards. And up the river. See, that's a problem. That's a problem. Curly Bracket Effect is also now right there in second place. Bada booey, bada booey. Rage coming up. We're coming up on the end here, guys. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Curly's in the lead. Is she going to get it? Oh, Pyramir! Pyramir! With the sneak from behind victory, got propelled all the way up front. Pyramir, thank you for that. That's awesome. Curly's going to get second. Thank you, Butter Pecan. Thank you, Butter Pecan. Guys, that's awesome. That's awesome. Although, I'm going to have to do the audio, too, because I can hear that, and it's loud. Well, I mean, it's nothing to rig, because, you know, again, it's not exactly something... Oh, it crashed. Okay, cool. It's not exactly something that is being done all the time. It's just something we're trying. Hey! Hey! We'll wait for the ad break to get through, and then we'll raid out. So, unless somebody does something crazy and starts some kind of hype train, which I'm not asking to be done, mind you. Because I got to make a bottle. It's bottle time. Mwah. Miss Minnie Hat's going to be hanging out with me the next little bit for streams. Probably even tonight for the wrestling stream, and I'm okay with that. I'm 1,000% okay with that. Here, let me switch the scene. Bada booey. Bada booey. There we go. God, I love that transition. It's great. Here. Quit your fussing. Bada booey. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What do we, the other thing I wanted to ask is, how's everybody's quota going? What places are you guys in? Hey. She's not going to let me wait. She's not going to let me wait. She's like, no, Dad, I'm hungry, and I'm hungry now. Goodness. Okay. Okay.
Well, we're waiting on chat to the chat to chime in. I feel like the days have really varied. Earlier on, some of them were a little bit had more room for scoring, and now some of the stuff to score for them gets has run out, and not even like having the material for it, but just even options for scoring. Like once you finish artifacts, that kind of gets ruled out and stuff like that. I mean, it was kind of one of the things that like people have been commenting from early on with Coda, but you know, it really depends on how much of a long term endurance that there was with that. Just because so much of it has endpoints, like how many places there are to spend crests during research day, artifacts,
Yeah,
ship progression.
that's the other thing, right? As high as you go, the less likely you are to have stuff to spend on. So
Yeah, a little bit. Like for example, like on ship day, the biggest problem I ended up having to do the recycling the Revenant a few times just because several of the ships I've done.
now there may come a point where I have to do that, but I have managed to avoid that so far. Sorry, I had to throw a bottle together right quick.
Yeah, it's all
Didn't
good.
mean didn't mean to step away.
Just trying to provide some filler.
No, you're great, man. I
Um,
appreciate it. I
Ra-
appreciate it.
Rage is looking at third in the meta with so far sitting at a second for the SLB. Let's for
Nice.
Voltron, 18th overall, 11th for today, but would need to be top 5 to win in G7.
That's true. G7's bracket has got to be tough. I mean, not only is there limited things you can score on, but you've got all these other big players, A, spenders, B, some free to plays, but not very many. Mostly spenders, right? So I would imagine it's a lot tougher in that bracket versus where I'm at. So I'm in
Well,
first and fifth overall.
yeah, I mean, I'd also say, you know, some of it has really varies depending on where you are. You know, as Rage is saying, you know, having more spenders in the bracket definitely doesn't help. For higher folks, if you're getting hammered by the
Diggy,
Orions, that's
reset
gonna knock
timer.
out some of your
Your timer has been
um,
restarted. It's now running for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
that's gonna hammer some of the ability to progress with the challenge track and do things like get the credit, get the tokens for the observatory building, especially
Mhm.
while work for folks working on the ship at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got a little bit of feedback there, not sure why. I think I'm going to hang on to my new building materials for a while, maybe till next coda, and from this point forward and see how well that does me for next coda. Um we'll see though, because we're earning a lot right now, and I might change my mind and push it. I got it up to 20 or 21, I think.
I
So
mean, I think a big factor in that is also like, are you able to take it past each decade?
yeah, I
Um,
think that's the thing too, because once that's if I can get it to 30 before then, I might take it up, you know. But there's no reason to if I don't, because I'm doing okay against my V'ger hostiles. So
well, it's not for the hostiles because the buffs on it are
meh.
very weak. It's more about that it ups the challenge credits, and it's not by much, but it's at least something.
Yeah, more is more. I have to say that on repeat because it's true. That's a Rev
Yeah,
statement. Full
it's
credit.
just sort of frustrating how much how restricted it is and how much they're like, okay, here's these two things. You kind of need to progress on both, but one of them is it is long term useful, and the other one will be long term useful, but you get a lot more value out of it quicker. Because progressing the building will help, but getting around to building the Excelsior is going to do a lot more. Even just for the increased challenge credit income and the reduction in the spending.
Um, I do thank you for that, Butter Pecan. Yeah, if you didn't know, Shiz is also taken to streaming, so be sure to catch him too. I don't know what your schedule is, Shiz, but I'd be curious to know when you're going live next.
I usually like when so far I've been messing around with just during arenas. Like I don't know whether it's interesting for folks or not, and some nights probably go a lot better than others. But that's sort of what I'm testing with. I still need to kind of figure out what else I want to do, like setup wise, and try to figure out other things that would be interesting for people to stream and hopefully figure out like a good sort of what to talk about of the game or otherwise.
Now you're going to enable Microscape on your channel, right?
Oh, I already did. Once I hit affiliate, I'm like, let's get that turned on. That's the key thing there. Like, it's another source for energy for Microscape, and that's what we really all care about, right?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't resist.
No. I mean, we all like, you know, it keeps it entertaining, and I like the fact like it provides something for folks to do while watching Twitch, but it doesn't end up taking up like a lot of stuff either in the chat or on screen.
Yeah, dungeons are fun. I mean, we have both. At least I do. I have both on my channel, but you know, I've tried to throw in a little bit of everything. So
Yeah, and I mean, the Tangia dungeons are nice and they're fun. It's just how many times do we want to start back from level 1 on Tangia dungeons every time?
that's like today, man. I was on Iron Fister's channel, right? And I haven't even finished level 1 there. And I was like, what the hell? I've played so many dungeons. And I guess most of those are in Rev and Lost In and, you know, everywhere else. I haven't really done many on Fisty's channel. So that just, I was kind of like, damn, I can't even scrap nothing. I don't have any equipment. And it sucks starting over. It sucks starting over.
It really does, especially when it takes so many to really progress it, and it has a limit of like 12. Because that's the big thing on when it's like Rev Deuces, because like so many people will try to join.
Yeah.
And if you have the Tangia app up and you hit join on there, it'll even give you some feedback that whether you joined or if you're like still on rest or something.
Why did that pop up? That we're not in ads. We're not in ads, are we? I don't know why. That's weird. It shouldn't have popped up right now. Go away. Yeah, so all right. Let's get this raid started because I've got to do a couple things around the house and a SmackDown tonight in 2.5 hours, and I need to do dinner. I just hate to end so early. This is a short stream because, you know, I've been going like 3-4 hours plus recently, not under 2. So, but I knew that. I knew it was going to be that way when I started, and Minnie deserves the love. She is amazing. You guys know. Go cause chaos over there as soon as I can find the raid out button. You know, because we like to give Minnie hell. At least I do. I think it's fun. So I'm going to push the button and start the raid. Shiz, I want to thank you for coming in tonight. Chat, I want to thank you guys for coming in and giving everybody hell. And Quazel was here for a while. Rage, Siggy, you guys are awesome, man. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for chilling, hanging out. That's the most important part, is this community. Regardless of the lag, regardless of the comps, regardless of everything else, like, the community is the reason why I'm here and why I'm doing this. So, guys, until next time, which will probably be tomorrow evening. Let's be clear, evening. Yeah, I'm MJ Hat, and I guess we're gonna raid out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay frosty, guys. Be good.